the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And coming up on the news at noon, officials in Montgomery County voting on permanent rent stabilization, the changes we can expect.
And we still have heat and humidity and a little bit of haze in the sky, but things are starting to improve. Could the air be totally clear by the end of the day? We'll have a check of your forecast in just a bit.
Thank you, Damon. And later, we're stretching your dollar with the MLS All-Star festivities kicking off this week. We'll show you the best ways to get around the district. And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Let's take a live look outside. I believe we are looking at the Kennedy Center. The heat, of course, is back, and see a little bit of smoke again from those wildfires up there in Canada. But we're joined now by meteorologist Damon Matson. And Damon, we talked a little bit yesterday that this is just going to be an ongoing thing, and it's going to come and it's going to go for a while until those fires are put out, right?
Yeah, did you feel it a little bit out there when you were going about your Monday?
I really didn't.
Okay.
You know, and this is totally irrelevant, but I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night, so I don't know. It just was a blur, man.
Yeah, well, that's good that you didn't feel it. I know that overall, this definitely has not been as bad as what we saw in May and June, and we're continuing to see things improve, folks. That is the key message here. With that smoke and haze, no doubt, you can still see it off in the distance. It's out there, but what we're looking at here on this map is the air quality index across much of the DMV. When we see oranges, reds, pinks on this map, that is when the air quality is very poor, and it's likely to impact a large majority of the population. But we're only seeing some yellows today, and as you look back out to the west, it's improving so much that there are no air particles being detected back toward the Shenandoah Valley. Closer to DC, though, we definitely still have a little bit of that lowered air quality in place. So as a result, we do have air quality alerts, mostly surrounding the district, back up into central Maryland here in the orange. Now, with the air quality steadily improving into this afternoon here, we're likely to see some of these air quality alerts get dropped as we go through the rest of the day. But overall, those with asthma, children, the elderly will still be feeling the impact a little bit out there until we totally get this air cleared out, which is going to happen here over the next 24 hours. And one thing that's going to help do that is going to be the arrival of more showers and storms. The entire area has a chance to see some rainfall before the day is done. We will time out when we could see some of that rain moving through in your full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. And right now, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue are working to determine what started this house fire. It happened on the 8700 block of Parliament Drive in the Kings Park area. 3 people were sent to the hospital, we are told, with non-life-threatening injuries. And D.C. police say that the person who was shot just off of Catholic University's campus in Northeast has died. It happened at the intersection of 7th Street and Monroe Street around 10:30 last night. Police say the investigation is ongoing. And developing now, 4 people are in the hospital after being shot in Southeast D.C. Police say that it happened around midnight. The investigation is still in its early stages. We know that officers were at the scene all night putting together pieces and talking to neighbors and potential witnesses. And it happened on Barnaby Terrace. That's in Ward 8. This is right next to the Washington Highlands neighborhood, just off Wheeler Road. And police tell us that 4 people, again, were shot, 3 men and 1 teenage boy. The boy is in his late teens, and all the victims were conscious when police got to the scene. They do expect them to survive. And police are now looking for the suspect vehicle. That's a black sedan with heavy tint on the windows. Well, D.C. is one step closer to getting a new top cop. Mayor Bowser named Pamela Smith as her pick to take on the role of police chief. And we're learning that she's certainly no stranger to law enforcement. She's bringing more than 25 years of experience to the job. Many of those years spent with the Park Police, where she rose through the ranks and served as chief for a year. And in May of 2022, Smith joined D.C.'s police department, serving as the department's first chief equity officer. She looks to move into the chief at the time violent crime in the district is on the rise. Just a few hours after she was introduced as the mayor's pick, police responded to a mass shooting in Southeast D.C. She says that her main priority as police chief will be to drive down crime. Well, violent crime is actually up 36% to this time last year, and homicides are up 18%. Assault with a dangerous weapon, that's up 6%, and car thefts are up significantly at 116%. And the new acting chief says that she's up for the challenge.
When I lay my head down at night, I want to feel safe in D.C. And that's the reason why it's important to me to ensure that we do everything we can to drive down crime.
And Smith's nomination is not an official appointment. She'll still need to be confirmed by D.C. Council. And if confirmed by the council, she'll make history as the first black woman to lead the police department. Or in Fairfax County, Virginia, the health department is hosting a free vaccination clinic for children before the school year begins. And they're aimed to make sure that kids get vaccines up to date before they head back to school. So parents, here's what you need to know. The clinics will start August 1st, and you will need to make an appointment. Bring your child's record and insurance card, and the state school health form must also be filled out. Well, happening now, Montgomery County leaders are trying to find a compromise on stabilizing rent in the county. DC News Now's Lex Suarez takes a closer look.
Council chambers are nearly full this morning. Community members showing up to show council just how important this rent stabilization bill is to them. But there are concerns over amendments and compromises to be made.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
It's a fight that's been ongoing for years, and after today, something will be on the books that County Council believes will help tenants, but also keep developers coming. Council President Evan Glass called the bill a balancing act, but noted that the underlying concern is the same for everyone.
There is a lot of disagreement from all those who are following this conversation. But there is universal agreement that we need to make housing more affordable.
Community advocates rallied leading up to the meeting. They were excited for rent stabilization in the county, but concerns came over amendments they believe are needed and amendments they also believe should be voted down.
Don't give us rent stabilization in name only. We want it in reality. We want a strong bill. We want strong protections, and we want to help working people and their families thrive.
In total, there are 14 amendments to be discussed by the council. In Rockville, I'm Lex Suarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Well, recent price cuts on electric vehicles may be a sign that the things are actually growing moving forward. EV sales are on track to pass 1 million this year, but some companies are already cutting prices. With those price drops, we're taking a look at the most affordable electric vehicles, and according to Edmunds, the Chevy Bolt EV is the least expensive electric vehicle for 2023, followed by the Nissan Leaf, the Mini Cooper SE, the Hyundai Kona Electric, and the Volkswagen ID.4. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters in Newton this afternoon. Arlington County is ditching ranked choice voting for now. The county became the first in the Commonwealth to try out the new election method at last month's primary. Northern Virginia reporter Max Marcella takes a closer look.
Ranked choice voting was in place for the Arlington County Board primary in June, and it was clear people liked it.
It leads to more positive campaigning.
RCV elections reduce the risk of fringe candidates winning elections.
And those messages shared with the board over the weekend were represented in post-election surveys, which found 57% said their experience with RCV was either positive or exceptional.
I think from a logistical implementation standpoint, it was very successful.
But despite the support, some worries remain. Listen to what Jan Marie Pena told the board.
I am concerned the lack of outreach and education on ranked choice voting for the primary election possibly served to discourage voters, especially Black and Latino voters.
She says the confusion made some people question whether they would vote.
I'm confident we can do this, but I do think it needs more effort in that regard.
Michael Shea hopes the county will make a decision soon to implement it for future primaries when only one seat will be open as opposed to the 2 in June.
And the advantage to making that decision early is that it gives the county and the voters more time to learn the process more thoroughly.
Well, Sam's Club is rolling out a new deal for teachers. The retailer is offering 60% off of standard membership, making it only $20. That membership is only available for a limited time, and it started yesterday and runs through August 15th. It's redeemable online or in stores, and this applies to new members who work as a state licensed or certified teacher, principal, assistant principal, or school employee. And they must be a pre-K through 12 employee or be a college or university professor. Now, we're also helping you stretch your dollar when it comes to taking your family out to the ballpark this season. The National is offering around $405 tickets for the grandstand level at the stadium's box office before first pitch. And you can only buy one of these tickets per season. You must also have the MLB Ballpark app to redeem those tickets. Well, back to school season is right around the corner, and we're hosting a back to school supply drive right now through August 11th. And you can drop off any new and unopened school supplies at any Andrews Federal Credit Union. For the list of locations, just scan the QR code on your screen or visit our website, dcnewsnow.com.